This budget was carefully prepared to address our residents' priorities and our county's challenges. It will allow us to efficiently deliver quality services while holding the line on taxes and incorporating a fiscally prudent approach. It reflects input from residents, community organizations, and from you. I want to thank you all for discussing your priorities with me during this collaborative process. The priorities in this budget include education, public safety, health, housing, community services, and economic development. The proposed operating budget for all funds totals $1.58 billion, a 5.6% growth from last year's budget. The general fund budget totals $1.1 billion, and when you exclude the one-time resources, the proposed general fund budget represents an increase of $39.3 million, or a 3.7% increase over fiscal year 2017. As we have discussed, projected revenue increases are still modest, which is why this budget requires the same careful approach as last year. Because of our strong fiscal management, we were able to withstand the enormous fiscal impact of the July 30th flood in Ellicott City without cutting services or compromising priorities. Our 3,000 county employees consistently deliver high-quality services to nearly 314,000 residents. Never have we been more proud of their work than last year, when together we navigated our way through a historic blizzard, a tornado, and that very devastating flood. This budget includes a well-deserved cost of living increase in step increments for general county employees and negotiated salary increases for employees covered by collective bargaining agreements. The budget continues efforts to convert contingent employees who work full-time hours into full-time positions with benefits. To date, we've converted 49 such positions and will continue this process in fiscal year 2018. The budget provides a $3 million increase in the county's contribution to the Other Post-Employment Benefit Trust Fund, or OPEB, for retiree health benefits of county and Howard County Public School System employees. This increase is part of a plan to fully fund this long-term obligation by 2026. Now let me touch on some of the highlights in specific areas. Education continues to be my top priority, as I'm sure it is yours as well. County spending on education represents nearly 2/3 of our total general fund budget and resources. This budget provides increases to the school system, the community college, and the library system. It also includes funds to help launch the 24/7 Education Initiative. The budget includes a direct appropriation of $572.2 million to the Howard County Public School System, $10 million more than last year, and $2.3 million above the required maintenance of effort level. The county also provides nearly $67 million for debt service payments for school system capital projects, and the county's OPEB contribution for the school system retiree benefits. The total county support to the school system is nearly $639 million, or approximately 58% of the general fund budget. I am directly appropriating increases to support our teachers, school administrators, and students. These targeted categorical increases ensure that the Board of Education has the needed resources to provide negotiated salary increases, classroom resources, and the requested increase in the special education category. County funding for the Howard Community College is proposed at $34 million, an increase of 5.3%. Our contribution, along with an increase in state funding, will help pay for the staffing and operating needs for the new Science, Engineering, and Technology building. I am proposing $20.3 million for the Howard County Library System, an increase of 3.9%. This funding supports 4 new positions at the Elk Ridge branch and other top priorities for the library system. We all know it takes a 24 hours a day approach to foster positive environments for children's health, education, and success. This is a central idea behind my 24/7 education initiative. Over the past 18 months, we have strengthened the local children's board, hired a full-time coordinator, and piloted programs to support 24/7 education. This budget builds on that foundation and will launch critical programs to tackle achievement disparities. These programs have been developed through a collaborative, data-driven process, ensuring every dollar spent is tied to an outcome. The $500,000 included in this budget, which also leverages partner contributions, will provide mental health services for children, provide summer food access in targeted areas, address critical performance gaps based on a Head Start evaluation, and add a human services specialist in the Department of Community Resources and Services to support the 24/7 initiative, grants management, and program development. Unfortunately, one of the biggest challenges we face, the opioid epidemic, spans both public safety and public health. This epidemic is not unique to Howard County, but has certainly presented many public safety and health challenges. In my capital budget, I included funds to develop a much-needed detox and treatment center in Howard County. In this operating budget, I've included $150,000 to support a coordinated approach for tackling this crisis. This budget continues to support our mental health initiatives. Through proactive approaches during the past 2 years, we have made an impact, connecting nearly 700 people to emergency mental health services. And soon we will hire a psychiatrist to serve as an ombudsman to improve access to care. To support our current efforts against human trafficking, the Department of Community Resources and Services will hire a human trafficking prevention manager to coordinate with all county agencies involved in this effort. This position will also support the Human Trafficking Coordinating Council that I established by executive order last month. We continue to look for ways to strengthen community services for our aging population, veterans, health and mental health needs, housing support, and other areas. These efforts expand our no wrong door approach to the delivery of human services. In addition to creating the Nonprofit Center, and again I thank you for your support for that, we will move forward with the Howard County Community Resources Campus, bringing together county departments, the State Department of Social Services, and many nonprofits at one central and accessible location. This strategic plan helps consolidate services, increase collaboration, improve space efficiency, enhance visibility, and better serve our residents. We're bolstering services and programs for our underserved populations, including seniors, veterans, residents with disabilities, and homeless individuals and families. Earlier this year, I announced a new Aging in Place tax credit and the expansion of the senior tax credit to help residents stay in their homes. To support the new Elkridge 50-plus Center, the budget includes 2 positions to increase programs and activities in Elkridge. The budget provides funding for nonprofits such as Adaptive Living, Neighbor Ride, Meals on Wheels, and others supporting our seniors. And I think it's appropriate to mention during Autism Awareness Month that we are fully funding the grant request from the Howard County Autism Society. We are directing $484,000 to nonprofits supporting individuals with disabilities, including the Autism Society, Camp Attaway, the Arc of Howard County, Humanum, and Accessible Resources for Independence and Adaptive Living. To further our efforts to end homelessness, we will provide funding for the opening of the new Leola Dorsey Community Resource Center, including $140,000 for Volunteers of America to operate the center, which they'll be dealing with the top 2 floors, dealing with the efficiency apartments, and $77,500 in addition to what they already get to grassroots for expanded services at that location. If you didn't know, they currently do about 12 hours of service at the Day Resource Center. If you're going to have a new facility, you might as well have some place where they can provide more resources, so we're giving them more funds to be able to do that. We have included funding for many other worthy causes as well, far too many to single out tonight. But our continued support goes to Hope Works, Grassroots, the Community Action Council, the One EC Recovery Project, and many others. While the capital budget provides for many infrastructure needs, and I know you guys dealt with that all day today, this operating budget also provides funds for infrastructure. They include $4.5 million in PAYGO to continue chipping away at that 10-year backlog for road resurfacing. Developing an implementation plan to revitalize the Route 1 corridor and expanding the Route 1 tax credit. Funding a Route 1 traffic safety audit. And hiring an energy manager to help the county achieve energy efficiency and cost savings. As I mentioned to some of you earlier today, that was the main recommendation from the Energy Task Force earlier this year. Maintaining our quality of life and improving services without tax increases requires strategic and sustainable economic development. Our efforts during the past 3 years have led to the lowest unemployment rate in the state and the creation of 3,000 new jobs since I took office. I did not create those jobs. Our businesses did. To continue our progress, we will create the Howard County Innovation Center in Columbia Gateway, serving as a catalyst to attract private investment and expand our Maryland Center for Entrepreneurship. Last year, our MCE supported 68 companies, contributing 295 local jobs. The new Innovation Center will more than double our capacity to create new jobs. This helps us leverage our efforts in cybersecurity, international business, and redevelopment to support our business hubs in Maple Lawn, downtown Columbia, Gateway, and of course the Route 1 corridor. I am confident that my proposed fiscal year 2018 budget balances the county's current and future needs while maintaining our commitment to a lean, responsive, and effective county government. The investments included in this budget build on our priorities, address our challenges, and will have a positive impact well beyond the fiscal year. While holding the line on taxes, we will continue to make forward progress in enhancing the quality of life for all residents and businesses in Howard County. Again, thank you for your time and your attention.
Thank you very much, County Clerk.
Thank you very much.